G'day guys, it's Bursha Chahota, and I'm a founder of Blockchain Business Hub, and I teach cryptocurrencies and blockchain technologies and investment strategies around them. And I'm just sitting in my backyard and I have this is my son's glasses. He's only 3.5, so it doesn't fit me properly, but I couldn't find mine because he put it somewhere. I have no clue where he put mine. So yeah, what I'm going to talk about today, guys, last night while I was watching the news, there was a big massive issue, which is a major problem in the ticketing industry, tickets, right? What that means is Adelaide Crows and Geelong playing on Friday, and it's a final game, and I think the tickets been sold out within a fraction of time. Like in a very small amount of time, and the diehard fan couldn't get the tickets. All the tickets being the people who want to illegally sell those tickets, they got it in the front. Now they're selling those tickets for $600, $300 each, $400 each. They're selling on eBay, Gumtree. I was watching on the news. So this is a massive issue in the society, right? So that's what we're seeing. There's a massive issue in the society. It's not just a Crows game and Geelong game which is coming up around the globe. When the soccer games happen or cricket happens around the globe, or soccer happens in England, anywhere around the globe, with the ticket industry is manipulated, and that impacts the people who really love the game, or concerts, any sort of where the ticket is involved. It becomes really hard for the fans to get the ticket on right price. So the good news is that was the bad news, right? So the good news is blockchain bringing the solution for us. That's the beautiful thing. There's an ICO called Aventus, 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 right? It's coming up in I think sometime in 2018. And they're releasing their beta release, I think sometime this year, which is a fantastic news. So what it means is it will eliminate the fraud and unregulated touting. So what it means is anybody can create their event on blockchain, the ICO called Aventus. So what will happen with this is you cannot resell your ticket. If you got the ticket, let's say the people who hey Ben, how are you, mate? You are a diehard fan of I guess AFL. So it's a good news for the AFL that once this product being launched in next year, it's a massive change in the ticket industry. So what will happen is with once you bought ticket on this platform, you cannot resell it like somewhere else. If you wanted to resell it, you have to resell it through this platform. It's called Aventus. So what it means is the Aventus will allow you to resell it, but they will get a commission out of if you want to resell the ticket, which is fantastic. So that will that will eliminate the fraud. Like they cannot price the way they wanted it, right? So it's a huge shift in the society. Why I'm saying that, if I made a video yesterday that which is a tip to buy a Bitcoin and another cryptocurrency, which is, I said, as long as that that particular digital currency or cryptocurrency, the blockchain technology is solving a major issue in the society, right? That's where you're going to buy it. That's where you're going to say, yes, I'm going to buy this because it's solving a major issue. Aventus is solving the issue for the ticketing industry, which is a huge issue, not in Australia. And that triggered me last night, because when in the news they were talking about it, because the diehard fans, they couldn't get the tickets. They have to buy either $400 each or $300 each or $600 each, which is a huge amount of money to somebody to go and see the Game of Crows and versus Geelong, paying that amount of money. If two people are going, it's like a $600 or $800 for two people. That's a lot of money, right? So Aventus is kicking ass in that area. So they're bringing that platform. By the way, if you want to buy Aventus, it's been open for public sale, so you can go and buy Aventus. I think it's already on the exchanges as well, so you can go and buy on exchanges as well. But my question is today, what I'm going to talk about today is not about Aventus or Bitcoin. It's all about that what the problem cryptocurrency or the blockchain is solving in the society. So that basically what Aventus does is it allow you to create your own standards, the way you want to run your event. It's not been controlled by the third party. It's been controlled by you, the way you wanted it. You can set the standards. If you wanted to have the resale in your event, you can set on resale on certain price. It's not that anybody can go out anywhere and then they sell your event tickets price they wanted to do it. But you can say, look, if it's a $40 or $100 or $200 ticket, you can maximum resell it for $300. But our company is going to cut from $30 out of it. So if they're selling, let's say, $200 tickets into $300, you'll be getting $30 out of that. So I'm just giving you an example. So it's like you can create your own standards. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the massive problem. The Aventus is solving a massive problem in the ticketing industry, which is a huge. You have gone to the concert, you have gone to the cricket match or AFL, soccer, any sort of event where that you need to buy a ticket online. So this is, keep eye on Aventus. I'm pretty bullish on Aventus as well. So what I do is I actually do a review on Aventus, that how exactly that platform works, what the team behind it, and then what's their vision. I explained to you a little bit, but I would do a detailed analysis on that sometime in the future. And the second thing I want to talk about is Bitcoin, which is I'm always bullish on Bitcoin. The fraud and counterfeiting, that's the major issue in the society. Whether it's Australian dollars, US dollars, euro, Indian rupees, Pakistani rupees, or yen, Chinese yen, or anything like that, right? There always has that issue with the fraud and counterfeiting. Bitcoin eliminates completely out of the window. Right, so what it means is you cannot fake Bitcoin. You cannot create a fake Bitcoin. You cannot do the transaction with the fake Bitcoin. What it means is essentially, because the transaction is being verified by different nodes, different computers. If that Bitcoin never existed, right, in that node, it's going to reject the transaction. That's eliminate 100% fraud and counterfeiting, which is a huge issue in the society, in the cash. When it comes to the cash, it's a big, massive issue. Even in the transaction, when there's a duplication happen, we have seen in the past that where the duplication has happened with the transaction, and Bitcoin eliminate that. Bitcoin kick that ass out of the window. Because you cannot do double spend in Bitcoin. You cannot do duplication in Bitcoin. That's the beauty of it. That's the massive problem being solved by the Bitcoin, right? So this is where I was talking about it yesterday in my video, that I was talking about go for the coin, go for the cryptocurrency, which is solving the major issue in the society. And I'll explain to you, Event is solving a TikTok industry, and Bitcoin is solving with in terms of mining company on a huge or a big or a massive level, right? There's no controlled entity in it. There's no third party in there, right? That's the huge thing. Like with the banking, there's a central bank. You know, they're making a huge profit out of the people doing the transaction through their fees, through their transaction fees, with the interest rate. That's the major issue in the society, and Bitcoin eliminate that. Why Bitcoin eliminate that? Because one thing is that you know, there's a minimum fees when you're doing the transaction in Bitcoin, plus the transaction happen instantly, like, you know, very quick. The transaction happens, and you can do transaction billions of dollars, or whether it's a ton, let's say $10 or $20 or $100 or billions of dollars, that if you're doing a one transaction, the transaction fees remain the same. It doesn't change. It does not change. It's the only way is that you know, because there's a scaling issue right now in the Bitcoin, which is, you know, the developer are solving in the background anyway. It takes a little bit of time now, but which is we call a scaling issue. Once that up and running, it becomes again much easier in that sense as well, because a lot of users getting onto Bitcoin, and they're doing a lot of transaction every single day on Bitcoin. For example, just in Australia, it's like 12 to 15 $15 billion in Australia, in Australian dollars, being transacted in Bitcoin just in 24 hours, right? In 24 hours every single day. It varies like 10 billion to 15 or 16 billion Australian dollars per day transacted in Bitcoin. That's a huge, just in Australia, that's a huge, right? So the Bitcoin is going heading towards the massive adoption, but there is still you know, scalability issues, but that's just a teething issues as for the massive adoption. And the solution is around the corner, because we're working on a Lightning network, which is like a local network, right? Which is I explained in the last previous videos. Go and check it out, that one. So it's that's not an issue at all. What I'm trying to say is, when you buy a cryptocurrency, always look for what sort of problem they are solving in the society. Once you understand that, once you know that you know, this is the problem this particular cryptocurrency is solving, and you have enough review for that, and you have your head around it, and you check the team, and you check the prototype. There's a lot of factors you go and check it in, and then you constantly looking for their updates, and then you decide that this is something I believe in it, which is gonna revolutionize the society in the present or in the future, and that's where you go and buy the cryptocurrency, which is a huge thing. Like, you know, as long as any cryptocurrencies, blockchain application solving the problem in the society, you're gonna go and buy it. So guys, I absolutely love blockchain technology. Not is that because I just love, because the major issues they're solving in the society. Think about a counterfeit and fraud. That's not longer an issue. That's no longer had a problem for the government or for the people when they're using the cryptocurrency. That's just a phenomenal piece of work, right? The Satoshi Nakamoto has created for us in 2008. Another thing is Bitcoin help inflation to inflation, which is, if you think about it, what it means is what you can buy for $100 4 years ago, you cannot buy that amount of things with $100 because of the inflation in the society. Why? Because it's just a constant printing of money every year or second year, where you switch the button and print more money in the society. And then what is your currency? Any currency in around the globe, especially in Zimbabwe, $1 trillion worth of note doesn't mean anything at all, right? I mean, what you look at we always say, well, I can buy this $1 Australian years ago. I couldn't buy it anymore, so I have to pay $5 or $2 or $3 for the same amount of thing. What I could have why? Because of the inflation rate every year or every 4 years. But Bitcoin help us to in that context. Why? Because we only have 21 million Bitcoin. We cannot produce more than 21 million Bitcoin. There's no such button. There's no such button out there. You can just go and press that button and print more Bitcoin, right? So that has to happen through the software. That has to happen through the system, which is automated system, which is not being governed by the government or the third party. It is self-regulatory. What it means is, when one block happens, when one block of transaction happens, 12.5 Bitcoin comes out in the system, right? That's how the Bitcoin generate into the system. More Bitcoins get generated into the system. If you're not familiar with the mining or how the Bitcoin get generated, go and check it out. My one of my live video, which is how the mining works, Bitcoin mining works, which is I did it probably 2 weeks ago. Yeah, go and check it out, and the details, demonstration or explanation how the mining works. So what I'm trying to say is that you cannot, like the Australian or USD or Indian rupees or any Chinese money or any money where you can just go and press the button and the money start printing out. But with the Bitcoin, it doesn't happen at all. It doesn't happen at all. It is a self-regulatory system, which is absolutely wonderful system. That not controlled by a third party, where the third party is controlling the Bitcoin. That's where a lot of people ask me this question: who runs Bitcoin? If it does not run by government, this is illegal. The problem is a lot of people not understanding the fundamentals of Bitcoin. They're not understanding what is the purpose of Bitcoin. What is a Bitcoin and what is a blockchain? These are the alien. These names are the alien to us, right? I'm just gonna put it. This is my son's glasses. Actually, he hid my glasses somewhere. I have no clue where he did it, so I'm using his. Yeah. So guys, it's the blockchain technology is one of the top-notch platform. The way I looked or say that it's the next wave of internet. This is a next wave of internet. Means that next step into the internet, right? So basically internet is evolving into the next level. That's how I describe the blockchain. That's the easiest way I can explain the internet. Another thing I want to explain to you, you know how you can build as many applications you want on top of internet. For example, Facebook is one of the application, or I would call it as a platform. Why I'm calling it Facebook as a platform, because you can build another different application on Facebook platform. What it means, Facebook Live is another application on the top of the Facebook platform. Advertising is another application on Facebook. Buying and selling stuff on Facebook is another application, and they constantly, you know, there's another application which is you can use you know, the effects in the video. That's another application or the feature into that. So similar thing on blockchain is, think about a blockchain as an internet, and then you can build different platform on top of on blockchain, which is like a Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, Clockcoin. These are the different platforms. On top of those platforms, you can build different applications, which is Aventus is one of the application which is going to help the people who organizing events for their concert, for soccer match, cricket match, or any of the where you go and buy tickets, and that will eliminate the fraud immediately, like, you know, then and then basically it allows you to control your own standards to sell the tickets to the another people, which is a fantastic phenomenon. Go and check it out. Aventus is like a AV. I mean, I already wrote the spellings up there, so go and check it out. It's still cheap to buy Aventus, and as soon the project's gonna evolve, the value of this coin or cryptocurrency Aventus is gonna move forward, which is a fantastic phenomena. And again, Aventus still has to prove its abilities of future once it comes out after the beta stage. Once it's been proven, if it's been adopted by many platforms or many people, it's gonna explode the price you paid. Let's say you paid 50 cents or $1, it might go to $10 or $5, or, you know, it depends on how valuable the project is going to be. So these are some of the things I'm giving you away. Then you can look into these sort of cryptocurrency, because I made a video yesterday where explaining if you're going out and buying Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency, you should be looking at what sort of problem they are solving in the society. So this is just like a next video where I'm explaining that you know, what Aventus solved the problem in the society, what Bitcoin solving the problem in the society. That's where you're going out there and then and decide which coin you're going to buy. If you're not sure, if you're starting out, if you're watching this video first time, and you don't know who I am, and just go and research on my Facebook page that are all the value I have added for you guys, that to understand what blockchain, Bitcoin, and another cryptocurrencies are. So you can go and research on that. If you have any question, and if you want to learn about these cryptocurrencies and blockchain, I found you know, I teach these cryptocurrencies and blockchain technologies to move you into the crypto space. Whether you are a vegan, you starting out, or you are in between, or you are an investor, or you thinking to teach, go out there and teach other people, That's what I do. I teach all of that sort of areas, whether you are a as I said, a beginner, you starting out, and you want to know how to get into this, you want to start investing into it, and you want to know what sort of technology behind it. Another thing is you wanted to become a cryptocurrency expert. That's what I teach. Send me a personal message or a comment below, and I'm more than happy to help you what sort of whatever the challenges you are facing to get into the crypto space. This is what I do, guys. Right? So yeah, my aim is to understand people, whoever is interested into blockchain. Right now, it's an option. It's an option to understand that in the coming months or years, it will become a compulsory to run your business, or even as a normal person to understand these cryptocurrencies. Again, example is internet. If you don't have internet today, think about imagining not doing your banking, your buying tickets, you're buying from eBay, buying from Gumtree or whatever it is, and running Instagram on it, Facebook on it. Like, if you don't have an internet, you cannot have all those sort of features you wanted to play on your phone or your desktop. So you need to have, like, it's not an optional. Some of the things are optional, but it becomes a compulsory if you want to go and surf internet. You need to. It becomes a compulsory now. It's a similar thing with the blockchain and Bitcoin and another altcoins that right now it's an option, right? I tell you guys, it might be for the normal customer, it might be an option. For the bigger industries, like a financial industry, they don't have an option anymore. It becomes compulsory for them to integrate blockchain technology into the system. Commonwealth Bank working on it, ANZ Bank working on it, Westpac Bank working on it, Australian Stock Exchange working on it, real estate working on it. I mean, they already tested out. They are into the stage where they're going to implement these blockchain technology into their system. Why is that? The question is, why is that? Because they know that they had whatever the system they're using, they had an issue with that system, and blockchain is actually giving the solution, providing the solution for their challenges. Transaction is the biggest issue. Cross-platform transaction is a bigger issue for the banking and the financial sector, and blockchain is the solution for that. If you think about it, the MoneyGram, Western Unions, they make billions of dollars sending people's money from cross border, like from one country to another country. So lot of people, I think from in US, they're transacting in Bitcoin from US to Philippines, and the company called Abra, 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 the company called Abra, that's providing the solution for that, which is the person who lives in US, they can send their relatives or their family or their friends or to open up a business or whatever it is, using the app called Abra, sending the money into Bitcoin. But when the other person received on the other side, they can have in Philippines, I don't know what the currency for Philippines, but they can have in Philippines dollar or whatever the currency is called. So that's like a the application. Abra is the application which is helping the people from US to Philippines. So it's you know, as I said, blockchain is helping on a mass level. It's a matter of us for start understanding now, or maybe in 2 years, or maybe in 6 months, or in 5 years time. Eventually you have to understand that. So my advice to you is, why not jump into, have a plunge into it, and then start understand these technologies, and create a passive income on the side, which is, you can still do your what you're doing right now, but you can start creating a passive income on the side by understanding about these technologies. Start investing like a $50, $100 or $200, start with it, and start building the empire on the side. For example, the people who bought Ethereum when it was 30 cent, or I think 20 cent, back in 2014, I think if they put a $1,000 back then, today's price I think is over $1 million. I think it's more, I guess. I think it's more. It's more. And I think there's another one is called Strats, which is another ICOs. That was like a less than 2 cent last year, and right now is running about between I think 9 to 12 Australian dollars. Definitely, if you bought it for $1,000 back then, or even a $500 back then, is like $1 million today. It might sounds like a cliche what I'm saying, that $1 million, but once you go and research the people who bought it, and then they become millionaires. And I actually looked into the ICO token summit, where the people who became a millionaire from buying Ethereum when Ethereum actually started. So what I'm trying to say is, right now Ethereum runs at like a $500. I bought for $10 when it was on $10, and I bought 10 of those, and my $100 become a $5,000 the price right now for Ethereum. So what you gotta do is, you gotta understand that cryptocurrency. You gotta understand the technology behind it. You gotta understand the team behind it. You gotta understand the projects happening behind it. What are their milestones? You know, the number of factors you need to consider once you get into the you know, the cryptocurrency. And as I said, I will cut the learning curve for you if you want to learn and move into the space, into the fastest pace, and you want to create a passive income on the side, not investing into any of the multi-level marketing, or you know, the into the mining, or all those sort of things, which is, you don't have a control of your own cryptocurrency. What I teach is all about how can you control your own cryptocurrency, not to give it to somebody else, but grow your own cryptocurrency in your own hand, which is important, that's what I learned over a year now. I you know, gone through all of these programs, and then I realized that you know, what is right for me and what is right for the other people to controlling their own cryptocurrency, how that can happen, and I'll create those strategies into place where if you newbie, you don't need to go through all the up and downs of what I've gone through. I can teach you straight away that how can you get into the space with a minimum risk, with having understanding of the cryptocurrency and blockchain technologies, and move into the space like a fearless warrior. That's what I call as, right? So as I said, if you wanted to become a cryptocurrency expert, you know, send me a personal message, or you starting out, or you don't know where to start with the cryptocurrency, send me a personal message. We start talking about it, and I'll figure out what your challenges are, and you know, if I can help you to take you to the next level, like, you know, with your challenges, I'm more than happy to help you to take you into the cryptocurrency space. And if you are an investor, doesn't matter you investing into the stocks, bonds, and shares before, and then you heard about a cryptocurrency, and then it's like an alien word for you, and you have no clue how to get into it. But you have that awareness that you wanted to invest into cryptocurrency or blockchain technology, which is you think that it's the next wave of internet, which is I personally believe in it. This is the next wave of internet, and I'll explain to you that how it is becoming a part of us, and then how it is going to be the huge and massive in the future, and it's in the present. Yeah, even you are in between, or as you are an investor, and you wanted to know what your portfolio should look like, how you should be investing into the cryptocurrencies, and what are the factors you need to consider when you invest into the cryptocurrency. Yeah, feel free to send me a message, and we set a time and we just have a talk, and I'll find out what your challenges are, and from those challenges, if I can provide the solution for your challenges to move faster into the cryptocurrency space, I'm the man for you guys. So alright guys, as I said, Aventis and Bitcoin, they're solving is just the two currencies, but there's many more currencies which is solving the major issues in the society, and you want to be a part of that in the earliest stage, so you can reap the reward in the future, right? It's like buying Amazon's or Apple's share when they are at very low price, and right now they are over $100 or whatever it is. Snapchat is I think it's $17, but when they were in the first round, pre-IPOs is called, initial public offering is called, that was like a 1 cent, and then second round was for 17 cents. Now they open up for for public after 5 years. It's just, if you go and want to buy a share for Snapchat, it's like a $17. So that's something is like the platform on the internet, but we're talking about here the platforms are built on top of the blockchain. How to get into the initial stages, so you can reap the reward in even instant, like within a month, or in a shortest period, so like in a year or 6 months or in 2 years. It depends how big the project is and how that project is moving into the crypto space and solving the major issues in the society. Alright guys, I'm gonna end this video. As I said, this is the partner with the this video is partner with the video I done the first video yesterday. The tip for buying a cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. So yeah, go and watch that video. That will give you a little bit understanding that how to move into the cryptocurrency space. Let's say guys, as I said, these are look at the glasses, these sunglasses. These are from my little boy Georges Delbag, and he actually threw my glasses somewhere I couldn't find at all. So I'm using his sunglasses to sit in the backyard and talk to you guys about cryptocurrency. Guys, do not forget, if you're not understanding, if you're in tuning first time with this video, you have no fucking clue what blockchain is, what Bitcoin is, what Litecoin is, what Ethereum is, you're gonna talk to this man Bursha Chahota, and then I'll take you to the crypto space in the shortest possible time, as long as you're willing to take action. Because if there is no action, no execution. No execution means no result. So I work on the formula that take action. What it means is execution is the game, my friend. Alright guys, as I said guys, if you want to tune in, you want to know more about cryptocurrency, send me a personal message. comment below or tag your friend who are interested into the cryptocurrency. More than happy to take you to the next level. It's a great day in Adelaide, guys. It's a Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday Arvo. And you guys have a great day, and I'll in tune with you guys tomorrow. Thank you, Ramesh, Sam, Parveen, Kulwant, Jagdeep, and Ben coming on board, guys. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. If you have any question, post it below, and I want to comment tomorrow, and I'm more than happy to answer that question, guys. You guys have a great day. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Love you all.